Malaysia will end its price controls for chicken and eggs by July and leave their prices to be determined by market forces. This comes amid Malaysia's chicken supply crunch, which saw retailers selling poultry at up to double the ceiling price of RM890 per kilo. Our Malaysia Bureau Chief tells us what ending this price cap means, how it will affect the export ban, and whether that will expire in July as well.
Well, so from July 1st, suppliers, the marketplace can basically set whatever price they want, and it will just be on a supply and demand basis. So market forces will determine the price of chicken. Now, of course, this will likely mean that prices are going to rise because suppliers have been saying the current ceiling price is way too low for them to produce. So prices in Malaysia will go up, but the government is going to subsidize or rather direct some cash assistance to Malaysia's poorest. Now, on the export ban, it is a bit of a strange situation because the stated line is that when domestic supply stabilizes, then we will lift the export ban. But when you think about a free floating price for any good, and in this case chicken, then you should also allow imports and exports to flow freely. And we've already done that for imports. There are no longer any need for permits for imports. Anyone can now import chicken in any amount. So it should be the case that we can also export. But a point to know is that if the prices in Malaysia do rise on a free floating basis, it might turn out to be the case that, well, previously we exported to Singapore because the prices were higher in Singapore. It was more lucrative to export to Singapore. But Malaysian demand does increase. Well, it might be the case that the farms, the suppliers, don't actually have to export to Singapore to make up the margins, right? The higher margins. Then it may be left to Singapore, the Singapore market to offer a better price. So I think the export or import restrictions kind of become secondary at that point. It becomes a question of pricing and whether Singaporeans, perhaps after this month, are relying more on frozen chicken, are ready to pay more for live chickens instead.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be notified of new videos.